The NPV and the XNPV function in Excel are both used to discount a series of cash flows at some sort of discount rate in Excel. Even though they have the same fundamental purpose, there are very important differences between them that I'm going to talk about today in this example, which has an initial outgoing cash flow of $100,000 and you are expecting to receive a cash flow of $15,000 for each month for the next 10 months. With NPV, it's monthly compounding. XNPV, it is with monthly compounding, but just kind of roughly because the dates changes within the months. It's kind of random dates within the month with XNPV. So to use the NPV function, you equals NPV over parentheses. Now Excel for the rate you want to either use a decimal, so 0.07, or a percentage. So for our case, I'm going to reference solo G8 because we want monthly compounding. We're going to divide it by 12. And then the next value is going to be the cash flows that we are expecting to receive. Initially, when I'm doing this first value 1, I'm going to want to leave out the initial cash flow because that comes in a few seconds when I do this formula. And then I'm going to want to do close parentheses. Then I'm going to want to add the initial cash flow that is coming out to get a net present value of $45,297 and change with net present value. Now, one of the very important aspects of net present value is that you do not have to select a date range because you're using monthly compounding, so you divide it by 12 for 12 months in a year, and the net present value assumes equal compounding periods. It assumes, for this example, it assumed that the cash flow was going to receive on the same day every month, or that it was going to be received at the same time every year, like an annual example. And this is where the XNPV function comes in, because the XNPV function is great if the cash flow is received on a much more random dates, or if you're a company and you receive a consistent amount from a customer, but it just varies at different times of the month when it may come in. So to use the XNPV function, you do x equals XNPV, and you're going to, now with this, so one of the inputs for the XNPV function is actually the dates, because Excel needs to know the random dates that the cash flow is going to be received in. So you do not need to divide the rate by 12 for monthly because we're going to input the dates in. And when it comes to the values, so one of the fundamental differences is that when you're inputting the values, you need to include the initial outgoing cash flows. With NPV, you have to add it on at the end. With XNPV, you have to include it in the values input when you're selecting the range. Then the next input, which is very important, is the dates. So here you can see there are some dates right here, and there's some dates right here listed above the cash flows. Then that is going to be my last input. And here is the net present value of the XNPV. Now I know what you're thinking, yes, they are a little bit different. And even though they do start and end on the same day, so one of the reasons why is that this probably occurs is because the cash flow is a little bit different. Where you can see with the XNPV, the first cash flow is received 2 days after the initial outgoing cash flow, and with the NPV example, the initial first cash flow was received an entire month after the initial outgoing cash flow. It just kind of carried throughout the problem. So I really hope that y'all found this to be helpful and useful, and I really hope that this provides some value. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to let me know in the comments below, and please ask any questions if you have them. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and have a great day. Thank you.